Hey guys, Logan here, and welcome back to my MCU series. I'm going to be covering every MCU installment that I have not done a review for, leading up to Ant-Man and the Wasp. Avengers Infinity War and Black Panther already came out, so they're like off of this whole leading up type of thing. So anyway, for this one, I'm going to be reviewing Captain America, the Winter Soldier, directed by the Russo brothers, and it is the sequel to the first Captain America movie. This movie is about Cap starting to get used to this whole modern day world that is not like the one he lived in the past. He's starting to get used to it, and then somehow he's starting to suspect something that he feels is not right. Some things that happened that he didn't think was going to happen and thought it was unnecessary. And this very high-skilled assassin known as the Winter Soldier, played by Sebastian Stan, who played Becky Barnes in the first Captain America movie. He went on missions to assassinate anyone or anything, mostly anyone, who gets in the way of trying to expose Hydra. That is like a hiding or taking over a S.H.I.E.L.D. And there our story begins. This movie, after rewatching it, I was really blown away by how amazingly epic this film was. Like, seriously, everything in this movie is everything that I loved about Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Seriously, from the characters, to the story, to the action, to the stunt work that is happening within this movie, and everything else, just everything. I was actually blown away by how much I legitimately love about this movie, considering that I rewatched it. Let's talk about everybody in this movie. Chris Evans obviously was fantastic as Captain America. At this point in time, he is irreplaceable as Steve Rogers, aka Captain America. Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow was awesome and sexy and hot looking, and just every time she shows up on screen, I couldn't help but go like this. Yeah. Oh man, am I gonna edit it out? No, I'm not gonna edit it out. I'm gonna leave it in. Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon. I thought he was very good in this film. His character added the humor that was needed in this film. He definitely made the film funny at times. The humor was very fleshed out, as well as the rest of the characters, including the Falcon. Samuel L. Jackson, his character Nick Fury, has got a chance to shine. There was one part in the first act of the movie, I would say, where he was like trying to chase away from like cops, or presumably cops, but they're actually not. They're actually Hydra forces. And he like escaped them, as well as the Winter Soldier, and it was just very good. And speaking of the Winter Soldier, he was fantastic in this movie. He's like probably the best, one of the best parts of this entire film. Easily, if not the best part of this entire film. The fight scenes with him and Cap were very exhilarating, and like they make you pump up to see them fight. They make you like be on the edge of your seat, and just makes you all excited and makes you feel intense. You felt the intensity and the excitement within the action sequences, and just stuff like that. The action was exhilarating and in a awesome way. Let's talk about Robert Redford in this movie. He did a good job as like the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. Later on was later revealed as actually the head of Hydra, that is like posing as S.H.I.E.L.D. He did a good job as like sort of the secondary villain of this film. Behind the Winter Soldier. And another one of the biggest things that I will say positively about Captain America the Winter Soldier is the story. I mentioned a few minutes ago that this movie felt like a hardcore 90s/80s action spy thriller film disguised as a Marvel superhero film. This movie literally, just what I already said, and I thought that was very, very cool. Like, Marvel Studios rarely has a film like that, and this might be the first one that actually does that. That makes you feel like you're watching. It didn't make you feel like you're watching a typical Marvel film. It makes you feel like you're watching a hardcore action thriller film that is related to Marvel. And like I said, I thought that was fantastic. Now, is there shaky cam within the action sequences of this movie? Yes. Is it a bad shaky cam, like the Taken 2 or 3 shaky cam bad? No. This is a very good shaky cam, and as well as a few close-ups, which don't really necessarily need to be close-ups, but they were close-ups anyway. But I really didn't mind the close-ups or the shaky cam within the action sequences, because every time the action was brought onto the screen, I really felt the intensity is real. I felt like the stakes were higher within the action sequences. And that is another thing that I thought the Russo brothers pulled off very well. Overall, I really thought Captain America the Winter Soldier, right before Captain America the Civil War came out, this is like the second best Marvel film I have ever seen, right behind the Avengers. This might be this, and I have to watch Captain America Civil War right before I say which one is better. But I might be willing to say that it's the second best Marvel film I've ever seen. Period. I'm going to give Captain America the Winter Soldier a Platinum Medal of Honor. Like I said, I have to watch Captain America Civil War just to find out which Captain America film do I like better. The third one or this one in general. Because I want to make sure which one is better. So anyway, guys, that is my review for Captain America the Winter Soldier. My next review in my MCU series is going to be for Guardians of the Galaxy, and it will be up on May 29th, which is a week before tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I think that's about right. So anyway, guys, look out for my Guardians of the Galaxy review on May 29th. Like, mark your calendar on that. I know I said that multiple times, but I really would like you guys to do that. Just to remind you guys, alright? Anyway, I'm done. If you guys enjoyed my review, please click the like button and comment down below if you have already watched this movie and let me know what you think of it. If you enjoyed what you've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please press up there to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight.